How many of you have ever dread going to a networking event? Maybe you get that pit in your stomach. Oh my goodness, I really don't want to do this. I hardly know anyone there. I'm not going to talk to anyone. What's the point? Why should I go? We're not alone. There's lots of professionals who feel like that when it comes to networking events. And we all make those great excuses. One of my big excuses I used to use all the time early in my career was, you know what? I miss so much being at the trade show. I really need to go back to my hotel room to catch up on my work. And that was true. I needed to catch up on work. But why are you at these events? You're at these events to get the most out of it, and networking is so crucial. The other excuse I see, well, I don't know if it's an excuse now. A lot of ways people are getting out of networking is they're just looking down at their phone all the time. I even go through exhibit halls. Some of the people at the booths aren't saying hello to the people walking by. They're looking down at their phones. They're not networking. They're not saying hello. They're not getting to know the people. Why are they there? What type of equipment are they looking for? They're not asking any questions. So today I wanted to talk about how to shatter these fears of networking and start to enjoy them. My name is Donna Peterson. I'm the CEO of World Innovators. And today I'm giving you the 3 steps that have helped me shatter that fear and enjoy networking. The first step is to have an elevator pitch. Now you're all probably saying, Donna, come on, we all have our elevator pitch. And I know you do. But like I was talking to my good friend the other day, Tamara Loring, and we were saying, we shouldn't call it elevator pitch because that sounds like that typical sales pitch that you would give. You want it to be more authentic right now. And you wanted to build meaningful relationships. So for our conversation here today, we're not going to call it an elevator pitch. Let's call it a relationship spark. You need to create a relationship spark so that when that individual that you meet at the networking event says, what do? You won't go up to them and say, oh, I'm Donna Peterson. I'm the CEO of World Innovators. We're a B2B marketing agency, blah, 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 blah. There's no way they're listening to the rest. It's so generic. They've probably heard it 50 times over. That's great. Nice to meet you. And they move on to the next person to meet with them. But if you turn around your relationship spark, you make it concise, you make it memorable and tailored specifically to you, they're going to listen. So instead of me saying, my name is Donna Peterson, I'm the CEO of World Innovators, I now say, I inspire success in industrial brands by helping them build relationships with their prospects and customers that instills trust and will grow their business year after year. Stops them in their tracks. Why? They're curious. How do you build relationships? What do you do? How do you help them nurture the people? It opens it up to a plethora of questions. It's also unique to myself, Donna Peterson, and World Innovators because we always mention inspire success. It's part of our mission statement. You'll see it on our website, Inspiring Success in Individuals. I write notes to people. I say, it is our job. We're on this planet to inspire success with everyone around us. You come on the World Innovators podcast, B2B Marketing Excellence. I send you a shirt, Inspire Success. That is why we're all here. We're all here to inspire success. So I start my relationship spark that way. Inspire success in industrial brands, and it goes on. That's the type of relationship spark or elevator pitch, if you want to keep it to that, you need to create. You got to create something unique. You got to create something that stops them in their tracks and something that asks them, wants to ask you more questions. Having that under your belt will already help you make networking easier. It's not like you get there and the first person says to you, "Oh, so what do you do?" And you're like, "Oh, well, I sort of do the." No, you've got to be clear and concise. And plus, the more you say it over and over, it's going to be common. You're just going to be like, it's going to roll off your tongue. You're not even going to think about it anymore. You're going to be able to get it out there. Step 2 is to know and understand the audience that's going to be at this marketing event or networking event. Because what you do here is you can do a little research, find out like what kind of titles are they in, what industry are they in, then look, what is the industry news going on? What are their challenges? What are the industry specific publications writing about? Even you can look on social to see what people are talking about. This is going to help you bring up topics that are going to create more meaningful conversations versus, "Oh my gosh, did you see the rain yesterday?" Yeah, that's nice, but it's not memorable and it's not going to keep that conversation going. Where if you mention topics about an industry, it opens it up. Recently, I was at an event. It was a sales and marketing roundtable, and we were all talking about even just business cards. And we started talking about QR codes, how they're being utilized now, how you see them in a lot of magazines, how you're seeing them on business cards. And that opened up a whole conversation for all of us to start talking about because we all had some insight into the QR codes and how they're being used. What are the most effective ways to use them? So knowing little intricacies about the industry, about the people who will be at this networking event will help you create those nice, good, meaningful relationship stories versus the weather. They'll stand out. So know and understand your audience. The third important thing, this one's my favorite. This one really helped me because I started to forget I was at networking events. Make it into a game. Instead of stressing, instead of worrying about, okay, if I go here, how many sales am I going to make? Don't think about sales. First, think about relationships. That should be your priority. And then making it into a game by saying, all right, go meet 3 people. Once you've met 3 new people, you can go if you want. You can tell yourself that. I know I do this with my exercise program. I like to work out every single morning, but there are mornings where I wake up and I'm like, oh my goodness, I'd rather sleep than go work out. I really don't want to go for that run today. I don't want to lift those weights. Do I really have to do this? I could talk myself out of it. But what I always tell myself is, Donna, go. Go for 10 minutes. If you're totally miserable, then you can stop. What happens is after that 10 minutes, you know how it is, the endorphins kick in, you're enjoying yourself, and you stay for the entire workout. That's what's going to happen at these networking events. You're going to make those first 3 contacts. You're probably going to have great conversations. And next thing you know, you're there all the way to the end. So that's one of the games I like to play, the three contacts. The other thing is learn 5 interesting things. So it could be from one person, maybe learn 2 interesting things, but go around until you learn 5 interesting things. And then another game I'll make is I'll think of a question in my head and I'll say, okay, I have to go get the answer to that question. Once I have the answer to that question, again, I can leave. And so you make it into a game, you forget that you're really networking, and you're having fun doing it. And then there's always, you must reward yourself. Anytime you venture outside your comfort zone, hey, pat yourself on the back. Buy yourself a nice coffee the next day if that's your thing, or ice cream, or go for a massage, or go for a good long walk. Give yourself a reward, because so many people are caught and they stay right in their comfort zone all the time, and that is boring. Venture outside your comfort zone. It's exciting, but you also deserve to reward yourself for taking that step outside. So, in conclusion, it is time to shatter the fear of networking. Networking is a wonderful way for you to meet new people, to find insights into new opportunities, and just to start to build those relationships which are meaningful, which makes working more enjoyable. It's no longer transactional only, it's going to be more. So, where'd you go on vacation? You're going to develop these deep relationships so that the people you work with become your friends. They will be your closest friends because you're dealing with them day in and day out. So you need to embrace networking. And if you have that fear, just like I did in the beginning, use these 3 steps. Don't make the excuse and go back and retreat back to your hotel room. Don't use your phone as a buffer so you don't have to make eye contact with a stranger around you. Put down those phones, make the eye contact, find out who they are, what they do, and you're going to be surprised how exciting it is. So utilize those 3 steps. 1, create your relationship spark. Now, I told you, do it concise, meaningful, and descriptive. Make it so that people want to ask you questions, but authentic to yourself. Now, if you want to know, well, Donna, how long should it be? Usually they're 30 to 60 seconds, or someone once said 50 to 200 words. I recommend you keep it as short as possible. Put, of course, the most interesting things at the front. So I put that inspire success right at the beginning, because that usually catches it. They're like, whoa, wait, what? And then when I go into relationships, again, that opens up the questions. So try to figure out a way to put together that kind of relationship spark or elevator pitch so you can have that. Then 2, know and understand your audience. Knowing and understand the audience can help you have those more meaningful questions. You'll be able to segue yourself into other people's conversation with a thought-provoking statement. And also, when you know and understand that audience, you may want to tweak your elevator pitch or your relationship spark for that audience. So next week, I'm going to the Interfex conference. Instead of my relationship spark being inspire success in industrial brands, so on, I would say inspire success in pharmaceutical manufacturers, to help them create relationships that instill trust with their prospects and customers so that their companies grow year after year. You see, I just changed out those 2 words so it'll speak directly to those people. So step 2, know and understand that audience. And then 3, make a game out of it. Make a game out of it that'll make you forget you are networking altogether. You won't have that pit in your stomach because you have shattered that fear. And now you can't wait for the next time you get to play those games at a networking event. And then reward yourself. Give yourself a special treat because you are wonderful and you stepped outside your comfort zone. It makes life a lot more fun. I hope you found these tips to be interesting. Please leave a comment below if you have a suggestion on how to kind of shatter those fears of networking, or if there's a specific topic you'd like to hear me talk about, please let me know. In the meantime, I hope you guys have a great day. Bye.